Hello, it's Rashmir here. Welcome to day one of the Sampling Silence Challenge. I'm so excited to get started, and I imagine you're ready as well. So today is all about taking stock. Now, it may sound a bit dull, a bit boring, but don't be put off. Today's task is actually deceptively simple and may reveal some surprises for you as you go about it. So why are we starting with taking stock? Well, either you don't have a practice, so today's exercise is going to be very simple for you. But if you do have some kind of a contemplative practice or practices that are done in silence and that involve silence, well, chances are, like me, your practice may phase in and out. You'll have high points and you'll have low points. You know, when life gets super busy or crazy, which oddly enough is when we often need the practices the most, they tend to get crowded out. So taking stock is really helpful just to find out where you are. What's the quality of that practice? Is it what you think it is? So without further ado, let's get to today's task. So there's a few different elements to today's task. The first one is very simple. Estimate how much time you spend in intentional silence. And what I mean by that is, time that you actually intentionally have no noise going on around you, either for reflection, for contemplation, for meditation, maybe for yoga, maybe even just, being out in nature for a walk. So whatever it is, it doesn't matter how you use that time in silence, but the fact that you are intentional about being in silence is what's interesting. Now, of course, this might vary over the course of your week. So, Sunday may be more conducive to spending time in silence than, say, a Monday or a Wednesday if you've got a very busy work week. And so you could do this exercise in a couple of ways. You could actually say, okay, each day, how much time am I spending in silence, and then take an average, or you could just guesstimate, average across the week, whatever it is, write that number down. It may be seconds, minutes, or hours. There's no judgment here, so don't judge whatever you write down, just note it with interest and with curiosity. So that's the first thing, estimate the time you spend in silence. The second thing then is to rank the quality of the time you spend in intentional silence on a scale of 0 to 10. So I doubt anyone here is completely 0, right? 0 would be basically a terrible quality. You don't really spend time in silence. You want to, but you never really quite get there. Or I guess someone could be there. Maybe a 1 or a 2 is you do spend a little bit of time, but your mind's constantly wandering. You're constantly getting up to do other things. You're easily distracted. You just generally don't want to be in silence, even though some part of you wants to be in silence. And a 10, on the other hand, is, really great. You love being in silence, you relish that experience, you embrace it, and you can very quickly go deep into silence. So again, don't judge it. Wherever you are is wherever you are, right? There's no rights or wrongs here. It's just what it happens to be right now. So I'd love for you to leave a comment below this video and let us know your numbers. How much time do you spend in intentional silence at the moment on average over the course of the week? And secondly, what's the quality of that silence on the scale of 0 to 10? Now, when you've made your comment, I'd like you to go ahead with your day as normal and just be quietly observing yourself. Or you can come back to this at the end of the day and reflect back and say, actually, given what I thought and given what's happened over the course of the day, are those numbers right? What do I maybe need to shift or change in either of those numbers? And again, there's no rights or wrongs here, but when you get a chance, and you can do this either at the end of today or tomorrow before you go on to day 2's video, do just come back and update your comments and let us know what insights or surprises emerged for you during the day just by observing yourself and your relationship to silence throughout today. So that's it for today. I look forward to seeing you in the comments and reading your comments, and then I'll see you on day 2. Thanks very much.